So after playing Ascent in Valorant for a bit, I thought maybe I should start making my second video. So here I am. And of course, so we finished B bomb site Ascent in the CSGO SDK. And now I was going to actually try and I was mostly just freestyling at this point, to be fair. I was just making, I was looking at the map and just keep expanding out B site. So here I started making the entrance to B. I don't know what the actual thing's called, but the back of it's called Octopus because there's a massive graffiti of an octopus. I know, surprising, I know. But that is currently what we're doing. So the problem is that there's loads of these extrusions, there's different walls that push out, push in. There's some very cheeky set of stairs where it's like two diagonals, but it's quite easy just using the slice tool. I just kept making. I also made quite I tried to also make a mid, because this is like the box until mid. So I have to make the box until mid, and then there's mid, which I don't see how that works. I see it more as a camp spot if you just had a judge. Now getting pictures for this was a lot more difficult than I thought. Now I was mostly going off just what I know of the game, but obviously pictures helped a lot. I used the layout of the whole map, the actual map of it, to get the proportions right, and just use pictures to try and hopefully just see how it looks like, see how it feels. But the best way for that I did it to work out how things feel was actually just going into the game itself. Not into Valorant, but into the actual CSGO and just running around and see if it feels right. Because when I did that before, everything felt way too small. So when I did this, I thought I tried to make sure it was accurate as possible. Because I actually tried to do this before. I tried to make when it was still in beta, I tried to make Split, which was one of the most popular maps. But I literally finished the entire map, then I play tested it, and then I realised it was all way too small. So I was putting a lot of hours into it and realised, and no playtesting was a terrible idea. So I'd recommend to anyone who's doing this, playtest as much as you can. It makes your life a lot easier. So here we can also see the transition from. There's loads of different transitions. How mid was a very complicated thing in Ascent. There's 4 entrances to mid, and I was loading in just to see how it is, just to see if it felt right. Obviously, there's the thing where it's really simple. You just put a skybox over and it works just fine. But here, because I'm just messing around, it doesn't really matter. And also, I was figuring out how weird it is, but I don't really care too much. It's not even that bad. Here you can see me making the passageway to mid from B door, or I don't know what any of these places are called, because there is obviously callouts in the game, but because I'm legit bronze 1 in the ranked part of it, callouts doesn't really work. No one's got comms, so matchmaking in Valorant is an absolute disease. Oh my days. Yeah, at least one thing that CSGO gets right really well is the matchmaking. They can actually do quite well. It actually pairs you with people who are similar level to you. Saying that, when the original clip I got from me playing Valorant, that was actually done on unrated, which is basically scrimmage version. But there's no 10v10, there's only 5v5. There's no other game modes. There's something called Spike Rush, which is awful. Obviously there's Deathmatch, which is you against everyone, which is about time they add in. And then there's unrated, which is scrimmage, and then there's competitive, which is competitive. I don't actually see a difference between competitive and unrated. There's literally no difference. Apart from in competitive, people are a lot more sweaty, but they are the same skill level. While it's the other way around, where if you play unrated, most likely you're going to play against noobs who are trying to play competitive, because no one really wants to play competitive. And the whole, how they base your first rank is just so dumb. But I guess they don't really have much else to go off. And plus, it's a new game, so I'll let them be. They don't have that much time to they've not had that much time to balance the game yet. So I can understand their ways of working, I guess you can say. Here you can see me making the CT or defenders route to B. Now this is such a weird narrow corridor. It's such a weird thing to get right because there's slope, there's different things you can jump off to. Oh, it's just a really some parts of this map, the entire map is really flat, which is quite depressing, because I don't enjoy just insanely flat maps. It's not like interesting. Like if you look at Split, Train, or Mirage is very good because it has an underpass, it has apartments, and it has Palace, all these raised bits. But if you look at like Ascent here, you can tell it's all 3 or 4 levels. Like the best we got when it comes to raised is Heaven in A-Site, which I will not be doing in this video. But so here you can see doing my little playtest, just to checking it all out. And after making this, I was actually quite happy with what I'd done. Just did a final few changes, added a skybox, and I was finished. So this is what I've done. That's what I've done so far. Thank you so much for watching. There'll be a new video every single day. Remember, go to my Twitch, twitch.tv/EpicShortsBoy. Hello! Right, here's the situation. 90% of you are not subscribed, and I'm not happy about the situation. So, drop us a subscribe, give me a like, give me a comment. I'll read through the comments. I can promise you that. Now, I know this sounds baity and everyone's doing it, but come on. 90% of you, we could do better. So, drop us a subscribe, and I'll love you forever. Bye-bye, everyone.